Welcome to the general session, Franklin County Board of Commissioners for February 2nd, 2016. We will begin this morning's meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Brown.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome everyone this morning. Our first items are from the Sheriff's Department.
Resolution number 70-16, authorizing contracts for canned, dry, frozen, and dairy food products for the Franklin County Correctional Facilities in the amount of $1,300,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dave Masterson, Director of Administrative Services for Sheriff Scott. This resolution authorizes a 6-month contract through August 1st of 2016 to supply the jails with canned, dried, and frozen foods. All items are a firm and fixed price through the contract expiration are part of the certified menu. It was competitively bid through county purchasing, and the vendors were chosen based on price and delivery capabilities. Pending any questions, I ask approval of this resolution.
I'll move approval of 70-16.
I'll second that.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 70-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 71-16, authorizing the acceptance of a Justice Assistant Grant for the Franklin County Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force in the amount of $16,666.67.
Commissioners, this resolution allows the Sheriff's Office to accept a significantly reduced Justice Assistant Grant from the state of Ohio to continue the battle against child sexual predators. The Sheriff's duties will include the administration, implementation, and oversight of the grant involving collaboration with police departments of Circleville, Columbus, Grandview Heights, Grove City, Hilliard, Ohio State, Upper Arlington, and Westerville, as well as the Ohio Attorney General's Office, Homeland Security, the Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office as the federally funded ICAC lead, and the Pickaway County Sheriff's Office. This will be the 8th year of the task force, and unfortunately it will be the last year we'll be able to receive funds from the state of Ohio as there is a mandatory grant reduction. And with that said, the 2017 budget process will include discussion on how to keep the task force up and running for the important work. And pending any questions, I ask approval of this resolution.
Move approval of 71-16.
I'll second that, and I just want to mention that we actually began discussions about this in 2006, so this is actually the 10th year, and at least I, as one commissioner, want to see this continue. I don't care how we get the funds. We have to see this continue. The headlines are very clear. We have monsters among us. We just saw an article yesterday in the Dispatch about a horrific crime. The gentleman who was thankfully expelled from a seminary and was seeking a baby. A baby? Are you kidding me? We have to find more money for this.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 71-16 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Dave.
I'm sorry. Domestic Relations. Good morning, Barb. Hi, Kat.
Resolution number 72-16, authorizing a 1-year contract with NetCare Corporation for various psychological services in the amount of $167,000.
Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Barb Reeves, Deputy Director with the Court. This resolution is requesting a contract renewal with NetCare to provide various psychological evaluations ordered by the Court. The Court has been contracting with NetCare since 2005. The rate for these evaluations remain unchanged from last year. Pending any questions, the Court requests the approval of this resolution.
Great. I'm happy to move for approval of 72-16.
Second the motion.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 72-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 73-16, authorizing a one-year contract with court-appointed special advocates of Franklin County from January 1, 2016 to December 31st, 2016 in the amount of $265,684.
Good morning. With me this morning is Kathy Kerr, the Executive Director of CASA. This resolution is requesting a contract renewal with CASA. CASA has been providing volunteers and attorneys to serve on guardian ad litems on cases involving abuse, neglect, and dependent children that have been assigned by the court. The court has been contracting with CASA since 1996, and Kathy can talk more about the program.
Okay. Thank you, Commissioners. I'm happy to be here today to speak a little bit, just a minute or two, regarding CASA. As Barb said, you have been our main funder since the beginning of, since we've been an agency. For those of those folks that don't know, CASA's mission is to recruit volunteers and to train them to be guardian ad litems for abused and neglected children. And how they do that is to spend several hours a month with the children that are usually in foster care, check on them, spend some time, make sure that everything is going well as much as possible with the situations that they're dealing with. Most of these children are sexually, emotionally, physically abused. They're very broken. And the people that we recruit are very passionate about working with these children to make sure that they know that they have at least one adult in their life that regardless where they go or what happens to them in the system, that one adult's going to be there with them until they're in a safe and permanent home.
Kathy, if somebody wants to volunteer, can you give that information now on how they would get in touch with CASA?
Yes. Our website is probably the best way. Again, CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates, our contract through the county and through the courts. CASA, that's how we're known, CASA, and our website or call our office, and we'd be thrilled to talk with anybody that would like to volunteer and work with us.
What's the web address?
The web address is www.casacolumbus.org.
Kathy, you heard my earlier comments, and I'm sure you read the article in the paper.
Yeah.
No offense, but I'd love to put your agency out of business. I wish that we did not have any abused children.
Yes.
I'd love to hear sometime, not today, of course, but sometime about how your agency feels we can prevent this abuse and not just be on the other end of having to deal with these very broken, innocent children.
Yes.
I, for one, am sick and tired of seeing this level of abuse rise and rise.
Yes.
And I hope that you will take advantage of this offer
Yes.
and get your board involved and recommend to us how we can do a better job in this county, in Central Ohio, preventing this horrendous abuse.
Well, I would love to work with you and to further our mission and our cause. We served 831 children last year, but there were 3 times that number of children that are abused and neglected who get an attorney who represents them as a guardian. We take the most severe cases because our people are volunteers and they're passionate and they tend to spend a lot more time with the children. So love to work with you.
Could you give your phone number too for those who don't want to go online?
Yes, yes. 614, I learned yesterday, you
Yeah.
have to do that. 614-525, and the number is 7450.
Thank you.
Thank
What
you.
your volunteers do is so very important. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your support.
And I'll move approval of Resolution 7316.
I'll second that and just add, if anyone out there sitting here today or viewing this sees something, they should say something. Let's stop this abuse.
Yeah,
Thank you.
true.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 73-16 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution number 74-16, authorizing a one-year contract with Forum Ohio LLC for various psychological services in the amount of $88,000.
This is another contract for psychological evaluations with Ohio Forum. The court's been contracting with this company since last year. The rates for these evaluations will remain unchanged from last year also. Pending any questions, the court requests the approval of this resolution.
Move approval of 7416.
And I'll second that motion.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 74-16 has been adopted.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Job and Family Services.
Resolution number 75-16, resolution approving two subaward agreements with the Columbus Urban League and Home on the Hills, CDC, for financial education services in the amount of $209,594.53.
Good morning, Commissioners. Lance Porter, representing Job and Family Services. A majority of low-income households continually struggle to build good credit or even conduct basic financial transactions. The Columbus Urban League and Homes on the Hills seek to address this issue by providing financial education and literacy services. The Urban League currently offers financial literacy as a component of their home buyers classes. And with this funding, they will implement a program that's called the 700 Credit Score Community Initiative. This is a 30-day financial boot camp which focuses on credit, debt, budgeting, and developing a savings. Homes on the Hills provides a program called Money Strong, which focuses on decreasing debt, increasing discretionary income, savings, and credit scores. With our funding, they will expand their program to include services for TANF-eligible families. We've had discussions with both organizations, and each are willing to make sharing information about the tax time program part of the curriculum.
Great.
An estimated total of 300 different participants will be able to take part in both of these programs. Pending any questions, I'd ask for the approval of this resolution.
Move approval of 7516.
And thanks for following up on the tax time
Certainly.
coordination. Glad to second the motion.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 75-16 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Economic Development and Planning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jenny
morning.
Snap, Assistant Director. I have with me today Jamie Edwards, our Business Services Manager, and we have 3 resolutions to present today. The first 2 will be presented by Jamie, which are loan subordinations.
Resolution number 76-16, authorizing subordination agreement with Deborah Ross to allow for the refinancing of her home mortgage.
Good morning, Commissioners. Deborah Ross is requesting a loan subordination to refinance her home mortgage with Nation Star Mortgage. Refinancing will lower her interest rate from 6.250 to 4.250, decreasing her monthly mortgage payment by $311.09. The taxes are paid in current.
That's per month.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
That's great. I'll move approval of 7616.
I'll second that.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 76-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 77-16, authorizing a subordination agreement with Silas and Ashley Max Dixon to allow for the refinancing of their home mortgage.
Silas and Ashley Max Dixon are requesting a loan subordination to refinance their home mortgage with Quicken Loans. Refinancing will lower their interest rate from 5.44% to 3.125%, decreasing their monthly mortgage payment by $272.56. The taxes are paid in current. Pending any questions, I request your approval.
Move approval of 7716.
I'll second that. I know in briefing you mentioned their payment is reduced by $272. Was that 56?
Yes.
Did you just say?
Yes.
And do you assist them, or does someone in our department assist them in negotiating that new rate, or do they just bring it to us?
They just bring it to us.
Yeah.
We're
So-
contacted by the financial institution stating that the client is ready to refinance.
Just wondering if in the future we might want to think about assisting people a little bit more, because even though you're reading these lower interest rates,
Yes.
they're still a little higher than market in some respects. So, all right.
Thank you.
I'll second that, but that's something to think about.
Okay, thank you.
Moved in second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 77-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 78-16, review of petition to annex 16.1 plus or minus acres from Washington Township to the City of Dublin. Case number ANX MUNI-02-16.
Commissioners, the third resolution we have this morning is a municipal annexation petition of 16.1 acres from Washington Township to the City of Dublin. The area to be annexed includes property owned by the City of Dublin at 5200 Brand Road and portions of the Brand and Kaufman Road public right-of-ways. The acreage is north of Brand Road and just east of Kaufman Road. That's where Kaufman Road actually dead ends, and west of Dublin Road. Petition was filed by the agent Jennifer Riedler on behalf of the City of Dublin. We also have Mr. Yaz Ashrawi from Frost Brown Todd in attendance should you have any questions about this municipal annexation. The Franklin County Engineers Office actually requested the public right-of-way to be annexed so the newly constructed roundabout at Brand and Kaufman can be built to the City of Dublin's design standards. In addition, the remaining parcel is to be used for parkland. The City of Dublin has authorized the annexation under ordinance number 85-15 passed on December 7, 2015. Petition meets all statutory requirements outlined in Ohio Revised Code 709.16, and pending any questions, we are requesting your approval.
Mr. Ashwater, do you have anything to add?
No, Commissioner, thanks for having me. I think everything was covered.
Thanks.
Okay.
I'll move approval of 7816.
More roundabouts. They like their roundabouts up there. Okay. Second that.
Moved in second in voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 78-16 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Public Facilities Management.
Resolution number 79-16, authorizing a contract agreement with Gilbane Building Company and Smoot Franklin County JV to provide construction management services associated with the planning, design, and construction of a new correctional facility as part of the Franklin County Public Safety Center in the amount of $9,005,412.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jim Goodnow with Public Facilities Management. Commissioners, as you are aware, we are advancing a multi-phase building plan to replace our existing correctional facilities. Construction in Phase 1 will allow for the replacement of the current downtown facility located on Front Street and become the basis for future expansion to house the entire Franklin County jail population. The new operation will be located on Fisher Road. We've contracted with a design professional and are many months into the programming exercise for what will be a state-of-the-art direct supervision facility. Critical to our efforts is the role of the construction manager. The CM is tasked with planning, scheduling, and managing the project, starting with the design phase and the development of construction documents, the bidding of contracts, and continuing through the management of all construction activities. Our preliminary schedule identifies a 28-month construction period with substantial occupancy targeted for June of 2019. We went through a detailed and intense public RFP process to identify and vet qualified CM candidates. The process did generate several excellent responses. Included in the proposal is what we believe is an outstanding proposal. It puts together two firms with a strong local presence and a history of performing great work on large private and public work projects. Gilbane Building Company and Smoot Construction submitted a proposal working as a joint venture. The evaluation team is recommending, with the depth and breadth of experience of their combined staffs and a history of experiences in working on comparable projects, that it be awarded the contract for construction management services. The project team believes the negotiated fee is consistent with market conditions and the level of effort required to execute a major public project of this nature. Building a new correctional facility is an expensive undertaking. Financing will come from a public safety fund created expressly for this purpose. However, no bond funding will be required for the project. And construction will generate hundreds of jobs in our community. Construction jobs with good pay and good benefits for local residents. Joining me today in the audience is Carol Oshesky, our owner representative lead. Both she and I are happy to answer any questions that you might have about our recommendation for award of this contract for construction management services.
Great.
Good work, guys.
Really appreciate all your hard work. I have a couple of questions, Jim. I just, on the record here, and I know we've talked about this, but just would like for the record you to mention that this fee that you've negotiated for us is commercially reasonable and also in line with what we negotiated during the courthouse construction, if not perhaps a little bit better.
That is correct, Commissioner. I would agree with all those sentiments. We did a comparison, and sometimes every construction management contract is a little bit different when you get right down and try and get that apples-to-apples comparison. And in light of what the conditions are today as compared to several years ago, we think we're right on target. We're very happy.
And it's important to discuss these issues because, you know, frankly, from my perspective, I'd rather be building jobs, not jails. The fact that we're putting many people to work is a very good thing, but the jobs that will come out of this it's the positive.
Very substantial.
Yeah, thank you.
I want to thank Pizzuti and your team for really assessing these. And I know when we went through the interviews, this team stood out among all the great proposals we got. This team stood out. And I'm really glad that we're getting this done now. I move approval of 7916.
And I'll second that.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Brown?
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks?
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady? Resolution number 79-16 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thanks, Jim. Benefits and risk management.
Resolution number 80-16, authorizing the settlements of workers' compensation claims against the county by Sean Weimer in the amount of $1,500.
Morning, Jerry.
Good morning, Commissioners. I have one resolution to settle two claims for a former employee of the Juvenile Detention Center. The grand total is $1,500 for both claims. Settling his claims eliminates all future liability as outlined for his allowed conditions or any other conditions he would apply for. And the agreed amount is for both compensation and medical care. The prosecutor has reviewed and recommended this settlement. Pending any questions, I ask for approval of this resolution.
I'll move approval of 8016.
And I'll second that.
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Brown?
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks?
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Aye.
Resolution number 80-16 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Human Resources.
Resolution number 81-16, authorizing the county administrator to enter into a memorandum of understanding with the Mid-Ohio Regional Planning Commission for Human Resources Services in the amount of $75,904.
Good morning, Commissioners. Rob Young representing Human Resources. The Mid-Ohio Regional Planning Commission, MORPC, desires to have a part-time employee in order to enhance internal human resources support. The position will be shared by both MORPC and the Board of Commissioners. Funding will be 70% for the Board of Commissioners and 30% for MORPC. The Board of Commissioners share will be $75,904 for the first year. And the position will be split between the two locations. This agreement is for 1 year and can be extended up to 2 additional years at the request of MORPC. And this resolution today will allow the county administrator to enter into the MOU on your behalf. Pending any questions, I request approval of the resolution.
This has been so helpful, and I know MORPC appreciates it a great deal. And they have said that your working with them has been really terrific, so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I'll move approval of 8116.
I'll second that. Just a quick question. The $75,904 is only the county portion, is that right?
Yes, Commissioner.
So what is the other amount that
It-
MORPC pays in addition?
30% of that. I don't.
Okay.
It's in the actual
Okay.
memorandum.
Okay. So it's a little over $100,000
Yes.
more.
And that's
Yeah, for the-
salary, benefits,
all in,
everything.
all in,
Everything are all
okay.
in, yep.
Okay, thank you.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 81-16 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Resolution number 82-16 approving personnel actions.
And the personnel actions this week, Department of Animal Care and Control, 1 new hire. Child Support Enforcement Agency, 1 resignation. Department of Job and Family Services, 2 new hires, 1 leave of absence and 1 temporary work level. And Office on Aging, 1 name change. Pending any questions, I request approval of the resolution.
Move approval of 8216.
I'll second that.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 82-16 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thanks, Rob. Purchasing Department.
Resolution number 83-16, authorizing modification to the contract with the Cooperative Purchasing Network, TCPN, One Card Program for travel and procurement cards.
Good morning, Commissioner. Carl Kuesper, representing the Purchasing Department. Commissioner, I have Wendy Crawford here, who's the P-Card Coordinator for the county, with me to speak to you on this resolution.
Good morning, Commissioners. Wendy Crawford, Purchasing Card Coordinator, representing the Franklin County Purchasing Department. The resolution before you is for the Cooperative Purchasing Network Purchasing Card Program and is a no-cost contract modification. The modification changes all references from company in the original application and amendment number 1 to mean county. It also includes newly required billing statement verbiage that allows for suppression of delivery of paper statements to electronic statements only, and it will allow us to begin to utilize the managed spend declining balance cards for those employees that may need a card for commodities and procurement only and not for travel. Pending any questions, we recommend approval of this resolution.
I'll move approval of 8316.
I'll second that. One question I forgot to ask in briefing is, what is the per card cost?
Well, that depends on the purchase order amount. If it's for travel,
So it's okay, so it's a percentage cost of the,
There is no cost for the card itself, Commissioner.
the financing charge or the administration charge?
No, there's no fee.
There is no charge. There's no fee for us to utilize this card at all, Commissioner.
Just the cost of administering the program within your department?
Yes, ma'am.
Which would be the salary allocated?
Salary, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so, well, maybe I'll ask my questions separately when we meet.
Okay.
All right.
Moved in
Second.
second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady. Resolution number 83-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 84-16, approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $5,053,585.89.
Good morning, Commissioners. This resolution before you requests your approval of 137 purchase orders. These purchase orders have been pre-certified as availability fund by the county auditor. Pending any questions, we recommend their approval.
I'll move for approval of Resolution 8416.
I'll second that.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks,
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Aye.
Resolution number 84-16 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 85-16, appointing Jane Wide and Lillian Lowery to the Central Ohio Regional Prevention Council of the Ohio Children's Trust Fund Board.
Good morning, Commissioners. Eric Chanis, Deputy Administrator. As mentioned in briefing, the Ohio Children's Trust Fund has moved to a new regional service delivery model in which they're creating 8 child abuse and child neglect regional prevention councils. So these are 2 brand new appointments to the new regional council on behalf of this board. Pending any questions, would recommend approval.
I'll move approval of 8516. These are 2 great people to add to the council.
I'll second that and just request a meeting with Ms. Lowry in particular. And you heard the topic this morning about, earlier, about preventing. and this is focused on preventing, so I hope we see some real results here.
Be happy to make that connection, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Sure.
Moved and second in voting. Commissioner Brown?
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks?
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Aye.
Resolution number 85-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 86-16, reappointing members to the Franklin County Community Corrections Planning Board.
Commissioners, as you know, we do this one and the next resolution on an annual basis. This is the annual one-year appointments to the Community Corrections Planning Board. Pending any questions, would recommend approval.
Move approval of 8616.
Second.
Moved and second in voting. Commissioner Brown?
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks?
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Aye.
Resolution number 86-16 has been adopted. Resolution number 87-16, appointing members to the Franklin County Criminal Justice Planning Board.
Again, Commissioners, this is our annual resolution. Pending any questions, would recommend approval.
I will move for approval of 8716.
Second.
Moved and second in voting. Commissioner Brown?
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks?
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Aye.
Resolution number 87-16 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Resolution number 88-16, authorizing a consulting services contract with Franklin Hirsch to support the County Hospital Commission of Franklin County, Ohio, in the amount of $16,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Zach Tlarik with the Office of Management and Budget. This is the annual contract for Frank Hirsch to serve as Administrative Counsel for the County Hospital Commission. The contract amount of $16,000 is the same as last year's contract. Pending any questions, would ask for approval of this resolution.
I'll move approval of 8816.
Second that.
Moved and second in voting. Commissioner Brown?
Aye.
Commissioner Brooks?
Aye.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Aye.
Resolution number 88-16 has been adopted.
Antoine, do we have any journalizations today?
Yes, we have one journalization from Brett Schmid from AEP. Please be advised that AEP Ohio and its affiliate, AEP Ohio Transmission Company Incorporated, Bolton Substation Project is expected to begin in March. The Bolton Substation Project includes plans to build an approximate 2.5-acre substation on a 4-acre parcel owned by AEP Ohio. The company anticipates the work to be completed by March 2017. Notification was sent received by the Board of Commissioners on January 27, 2016.
Okay, that's the end of our agenda. We'll see everybody next week. We are adjourned.